Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Well, I have been working on some journals and I want to share them with you. I want to show you what I've been making. I did not begin these journals. Someone else had began them and I just added my little touch to it. So I'm going to show you what I have done. This is, of course, this is just gorgeous blue. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful blue. And I've got it closing with crinkle up seam binding that I bought off of Etsy. This lady hand dyes her seam binding. Isn't that so cool? If you want to know the name of her shop, I'll try to remember to leave a link below. So I just put this little cluster here on the top. It's got a little kitty cat button right there and some tatting that I did. And it's just got a little definition, just a little cluster, and then this beautiful flower. And there's 3 here, and then the little pearl stamens. And then here's the lace on the edge. So let's look inside. In this pocket, I put one of my button cards that I sewed these buttons on because I think they're so cute. I'm going to stick it down in there. Here I've got a little tab that says Believe. In this pocket, you've got 2 gorgeous little tags here. This is one of my giant paper clips. I love to make these guys. And I'm going to show you the beaded part. It's kind of up under there. I'm going to show you. I'm holding this tag on back here with it. So I'm going to take it off and let you see it. There we go. There's the chain. So it's just got this little piece of a chain. There's a bead on a safety pin, and then I've got a little beaded dangle here. So it's just a cute little tag that I'm holding on with a giant altered paper clip. All right. You can take that off if you want to, you know. All right, this page has a big pocket here. This is a large cardstock tag, and then a smaller tag here. Okay. Sorry about that. My camera just decided it was going to move. I don't know if it's going to stay or not. All right. Here I did some stitching with a metallic thread on my sewing machine and just made a little tab. Some beautiful papers. This is I think they call them a Gale fold down. Gail Augustinelli kind of came up with this idea, but it's a fold down faux envelope. And so I put a little swing tab, and that just holds it closed. So here's this page, another little page tab with some word dangles and beads. Put one of my butterflies on this corner, and then here's a beautiful lady, and she is framed. And this is just a little booklet. You can just write little secrets in there. I'm going to put her down in there. All right, let's see. So here's some Tim Holtz people, some of our found relatives we love, and I just kind of framed them. This one right here is just one of those milk caps, and I just use it as a top tab. This is a buckle that I put together and just made a cute little something there. Here is a side tuck pocket, and inside that pocket is a little trifold booklet. Everything's been inked. This side has a pocket with 2 tags in there, just vintage ephemera and some collaging. This pocket's been collaged. Here is a little bitty dingle dangle on there. Some coffee dyed papers. Now, lots of coffee dyed papers here in the center for journaling. This is a lot of journaling space. I got a little lace tab there. Journaling space. This is the other half of those. So all that was just kind of left for journaling. On this page, I just added a bunch of stuff. just some cute stuff, a little bitty pocket. And inside that little bitty pocket is one of those definition words. So I figured a library pocket needs a definition word. I'm going to turn this over. Here's a pocket here. Some beautiful ephemera in there. A little French wording up there. Now here's another envelope that's flipping over. So I put an altered paper clip on it. And then inside the envelope, in the back, you've got these beautiful butterfly ephemera, and then this very distressed tag, which is behind some vellum. Jesus, the one and only. Isn't that beautiful? So that goes right there. And we're going to put the paper clip back on it. Now, here's another one of my swing tabs. So you just swing it down to open the envelope. And inside this envelope, just a beautiful little collage tag. So swing that back up. Here's a tab with some blue crystals on the edge. This is just a little collage I did with a little, like a glassine bag that I made. And inside of it, I just put this little tag that I made, put some lace on it. Here's some more stitching I did on my sewing machine. And this one has metallic threads, and it's velvet on this side. Some beautiful papers. And oh, this is one of my faves. I love these things. They're so much fun. It's just a little dress form dangle that I made. Excuse me. And I inked the edges and added a lace skirt, a metallic skirt, and some fringy frou-frou at the bottom. She's got beads hanging from it and a little heart dangle, all hanging from a little piece of lace. So that can be removed and put on somewhere else if you wanted to. All right, let's get her back in there. There we go. This is some stitching I did on my sewing machine also. It says create. So I just made a little word there and put a tab. Here's a pocket, the beautiful tag in it, some collaging. Here's the back pocket. Inside the back pocket, you've got a little collage tag with some stitching. You've got some vintage ephemera, another little vintage ephemera piece. I think that's all that's in there. And there is the tag. And there's the back. Okay, now let me show you the next one. Okay, so this one is done in more of a turquoise and pink theme. I put this little girl on the front with all the little eyelash behind her. You've got metal embellishments and metal corners on the front and on the back. This one is one signature. It's pretty chunky because that's the way I make them. I have so many embellishments I want to put in these things, and I have to draw the line because sometimes it's too much. So anyway, maybe I overfilled it, but I like it that way. And then the person who buys it, if they want to take some of the stuff out, they can. So it's totally up to you. So this page is done with a collage. And what I have done is just added a tag. There's a tag in that pocket. There is a tag in this, or a journaling card that way. It's another beautiful little cluster with a teapot. It's got a gorgeous tag behind there. Some lace at the bottom. Here's another corner with another beautiful tag, collage pieces. Here's one of those fold-over envelopes, and I put a doily on it, and then the altered paper clip just has a little tassel. But this has this cute little girl there, and so I just kind of made a cluster. So you can take that off and put stuff in that. Here's some beautifully dyed pages. There's a little, let me tell you about my little dangle. This is a washi tape sample. I thought that was so cute. So it's got some little vintage washi tape on it, and it is wrapped around it was a playing card, so it's slicky, so you can peel the tape off if you want to. So that's a little washi tape sample. Here's another one of my little glassine bags with a tag in there, a little cluster, lots of stenciling and beautiful work. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Coffee dyed pages. Here's some more found relatives. Sorry silk pieces I've added. This says with love. I don't know if you can read it on the camera, but I scrunched it up and then I inked it. This is a beautiful paper clip. Someone made that for me, and I just thought it matched this book too well. It's a beautiful verse here on both sides. Now, this is an altered paper clip. You'd never really know looking at it, but see, there's the back side. So here is a gorgeous inked and stenciled envelope with a little cluster here. And then on this side, there's the little paper clip. And this is an embossed medallion. So it's a medallion. It's a piece of cardstock that I embossed, and then I cut it out with my paper punch, and made a little medallion out of it. Here's the pocket. It's got a tag in the back, and it's got a clear tag in the front that says, hello, amazing. Here's some more collaging and a beautiful giant tag. Plenty of room to write. Here's another little glassine bag. Got a little tag inside. I got a little, couple of little kids on this little stamp. Thank you. This is a little tab that I made, and it's got some crystals dangling from it. Another collage. Inside this collage is a beautiful collage card. Absolutely gorgeous. With a little flower dangle hanging there. That goes down in there. Here's another one of those pockets, and I just put this beautiful piece. It was in a pack that I had bought of different images and stuff, and I thought, I just like that right there. This is just a little brad I put with a flower. This is another one of those cards that has verses and stuff on it, and I put this beautiful lady behind it, so I just made a little tuck spot out of that one. This is a miniature envelope with a little bitty milk cap down in there. Look how pretty that is. Don't you love that? Love the way these come out. There's some more stitching I did on my sewing machine. This is a corner pocket with a pretty large tag in it. Beautiful paper. Look at these. Happy Thought. They're cute. And I just put some lace in there to kind of pull the pink out of this side. Here's another one of those collage pockets and tags. Here's another one. This one has 2 tags in it. Beautiful. Here's a little tab, and I just put some, it has a square eyelet, and then I put some blue yarn that matched there. Another little tuck spot here. This is another envelope that is folded over. You can put things inside of it, and holding it on is a square paper clip, which I like these funny shaped paper clips. I think they're cool. Now, this is a flip out that I made, and it has another swing tab. So you push that little swing tab so that you can open the flip out. And then I did some stenciling on the back. But see, here's the hidden journaling places. You can write things back in there. And then when you get done, you close it back up. Beautiful pages. This is a flip up. And I put this little definition as a corner tuck. It's got a little ticket in there. So that might be a secret ticket to somewhere. This pocket has one in the back and has one in the front. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that bird. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love that bird. This is a cluster, kind of like a snippet strip that I made out of papers. And I decided it needed an element, and I wanted it to have a floating belly band. So see this guy? She can move all the way up or all the way down. She's just a floating little embellishment right there. I think those are fun. This is a beautiful collage paper. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? What does that say? Oh, it's part of a book. Here I just added a little word thing. I put some washi tape and then just a little cluster because I wanted these guys to hang over the edge. I thought that was cool. Milk cap. Now this one I did a cutout, so see there's the girls behind it, but you can see them through the hole. And I just wanted to put that dragonfly in there. I thought he was so cute. This is a little corner tuck. You can stick something in there. I haven't, because like I said, I'm trying to keep it from being too thick. As you can see, she is also not glued down all the way, so that could be a tuck spot too, but I'm trying to keep it from being so thick. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Somebody else made that one. This page is another envelope that is folded over, and this whole embellishment right here is an altered paper clip. See? The whole thing's an altered paper clip. So I'm just using that paper clip to keep that envelope on there. And then I stuck this little card right there because I thought it was pretty. Now this is a fabric pocket that I did. This was part of an old pillow that I took apart, and it had like peacock feathers on it, and I loved the colors. I thought the colors were great. So I added some stitching, some French knots and beads at the end of the flowers. These are French knots, and then I beaded the flower stems here. So I made a little pocket out of that. So believe it or not, that's quite time consuming to do that little stitching. And I've got a couple of Bible trivia cards in there for ephemera. Here's a little side tuck. That's another one of those little cluster things that I made. This is a twinchie. If you're not familiar with twinchies, I have a tutorial. A twinchie is a 2-inch embellishment. And an inchy, of course, would be a 1-inch embellishment. So this is an embellishment that a friend made when we did a swap, and I thought it just looked so good in this book, I decided to use it. Here's a little corner pocket with another button card, a little tiny button card. And I got to tell you about this corner pocket. I took a bunch of fibers and eyelash and yarns and whatever, and I took it to my machine, and I took black thread, and I just free motion stitched all over this thing to hold it all down. And then I cut it apart as I need it. So that's what this is. This is part of that piece. Here's another piece of my little snippet strip, paper strip, and it's got these two beautiful cards, botanical looking cards in there. Here's another fabric pocket that I did, and it's got a little itty bitty playing card. I think that is so darn cute. And then here's another one of those little bitty bitty pockets, and it's going to have another word in it. So we'll put that down in there. Look at this paper. Isn't that just the prettiest? Now, this is a miniature envelope, and on this miniature envelope, I wanted to hang a dangle. So I've got the ball pen hanging there and some beads, and then so I just kind of left it over the edge, but I always put an eyelet in there to make sure it's strong. And inside this envelope is just a little blank card that opens. You can write a little secret in there, but we're going to hide that for now. Love this paper. Come on down in the frame a little better. It's just a piece of my snippet. Here's a beautiful corner. 2 pieces of ephemera are down in that corner. And more beautiful paper. Here's another twinchie. Now this one was made kind of like that pocket I just showed you, where a lot of fibers and things were laid down and stitched over, you know, with either tulle or, you know, different things, and then just little embellishments added. It just adds so much to a page. All right, back pocket. You got one there. You got one there. You got one there. And there's actually one more right here. But like I said, I was trying to keep it from being too thick so that you would actually be able to close it. So I didn't add any more to it. Isn't that beautiful? So this one goes in the back. All right, and then of course it closes with a double strand of sari silk in the turquoise. Look at it from the top. You can see all the little dangly things hanging in the tabs and all these pretty things. So I thank you for watching, and you can find both of these in my Etsy shop. I'm fixing to tie them back up and package them, and they will be ready to go. So have a wonderful and blessed day, guys. Bye-bye.